So I was in a family of 4 kids, 4 girls. We lived in Chickle, and we could see from our kitchen window, I think it's Mount Faulkner, the hill behind Chickle that was always used to burn every summer. And the week before the 67 fires, it had burned, which was a good thing, we recognise in retrospect. The 7th of February was the first day of school, and I remember my younger sister was sick and had been kept home from school. The two oldest of us went off to school, and I think the youngest was also hadn't started school, can't quite remember. Being a really hot day, it was already really hot when we got up, and windy. Mum did her usual thing, which was to fill the bath with water in case the water went off because there were fires. Closed all the blinds and all the windows in the house to keep the heat out, and tended to my sister who was sick. The wind was really ferocious, and Mum said that she had no radio on, had no idea what was going on in the day. All she knew was it was a really stinking hot day. My sister was sick, she was looking after her. The wind was really fierce, and the power lines were flapping against the house, and Mum was worried about their safety. So she rang the hydro to report the flapping power lines. I'm not quite sure what reception she got about that. We went to school, as everybody did. It was such a hot day, we didn't have air-conditioned classrooms or anything like that. I was in grade 4, we were in a musset hut, and everybody who had a decent apron was just told to take their tunics off and just put their apron on for a bit of modesty and run around in as few clothes as you could manage, which people did. I didn't, because I didn't have the right kind of apron. The sky was orange from memory, right from the beginning of the morning, just obviously with the smoke and the reflection of flames everywhere. There was ash falling in the schoolyard. I was at school in Glenorchy, went to St John's Primary School in Glenorchy, and that's basically what I remember about the day at school, except it was oppressively hot, and we were told to we couldn't go home with buses as usual, so my sister and I walked to my aunt's work. She worked at the Glenorchy Council, so we walked to the council chambers, and somehow or other Chris must have rung Mum to let her know we were there. I'm not actually sure how we got home, but I know from school we went to council chambers. My father used to work in sales for heavy machinery, and he got a call from, I'm not really sure, my memory is there was a police commissioner, it was probably not the police commissioner, but somebody high up in the police, wanting him to go and drive machinery to help with fighting the bushfires, which he did. We lived in Chickle. To get to wherever he was going, he drove down Berridale Road, and next to Berridale Road there was a large orchard, which has now been turned into a housing development. And apparently the story goes that as he drove down Berridale Road, that orchard just erupted into flame. He didn't get hurt, but he got through. So yes, it was a day of high drama, and our family was not personally touched by it, thank goodness. Plenty of people at school were, plenty of people, it's like the Port Arthur massacre, everybody knew somebody who was affected directly.